Live from Tacoma, Washington, it's Boot Song of the Night, sponsored by Diet Coke, just for the taste of it. Tonight, scene pioneer, visual artist, mariner enthusiast, President of the United States, Caspar Babypants, it's Chris Ballew! I'm Chick Parm, and here's your host, D. Crane!
All right, everybody. Good evening. We're back again. We have a special show. We have amazing guests. We have amazing music. We have amazing announcements to make. And I think we're not going to have any technical difficulties. Very excited about this. I think we have a special guest out there to start the show. I'm looking for this special guest, and I think we'll see him in just a moment. They're going to start the show with our Friday anthem. There they are.
Hey, Dee.
Johnny. Take it away, you guys. Let me wait 1 second. Let me get here. Okay. Boom. Now we're ready.
Awesome. I know we've been kind of blue, pandemic injustice 45 too, but we got boat song of the night crew. It's Friday, I'm in love. Monday, eat with Epicori and Keith. Tuesday, Wednesday, cookie sheets. Thursday, bagels with Harji. It's Friday, I'm in salsa with tea. Saturday, hexagon. Sunday, we'll drink with Rashawn. Next week, camp with Munfartons. Don't watch press conference in shame. Surgery or heaven, all part of the game. Chick Parm deserves so much fame. It's Friday, I'm in love. So much talent made us cry. It's Jay, Vic, and Heavy Side. M. Mackenzie looking fly. It's Friday, I'm in love. Dip, baby, dip. Crack 'em, take a giant sip. Dee's mom, she don't take no lip. Liz knows bright eyes, not a big surprise. Future man makes your spirits rise. Molly loves Full House, we watch without house mouse. Sucka D is such a louse. Is it trill or dill? It's always such a thrill. Getting strong airmen in the U.S. mail. You can never get enough. Enough of this stuff. It's Friday, I'm in love. We've all been a little blue, but Bruno's dancing and we are too. Totally, Bo, we love you. It's Friday, I'm in love.
Oh, there's like a freeze, but I feel like
flying away. Boat song of the night, it's Friday. Boat song of the night.
Was that sloppy enough? Because I was sloppy.
Oh, that was perfect. There was some sloppy popness. There was some poppy slopness. There was some technical difficulties for like just a short enough time. I think you somehow referenced everyone who's ever been on the show. That was amazing. I don't know. I wish that I did have some cute applause.
Thank you very much, D. Crane.
Thank you both.
To do a tribute to our amazing community that's gotten us through these troubled times.
Well, thank you. That was amazing.
Thank you. I'll send you the lyrics.
Okay, please do. We will. We'll find a way to post pages and pages of lyrics. That was amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Johnny, well done. That was a 95% on the guitar. There was like one chord that was maybe a little off.
But
It's very solid.
Bye.
See you guys. Wow, that was like the ultimate version of Friday I'm in Love. There have been good versions in the past, great versions in the past, but that had to be the most astounding version we've ever seen. So thank you, Johnny and Jenny. And now I realize you might remember the first time Johnny was on, he didn't have a hat, or he had this different hat. He had a Rainier's hat. We switched to like a pork pie hat, and now I need to create a Mariners hat. It's really a paper doll factory here in Tacoma. It's lovely. So welcome to the show. It's episode number 57, and that was just amazing. I'm going to crack a Diet Coke, our sponsor, in honor of Johnny and Jenny. I hope they're drinking one too. And Brady and Emma, if you're out there drinking a Diet Coke, what's wrong with you? You're not even 6 years old. You shouldn't be drinking Diet Coke. But if you are, it does have that flavor that you really get used to and addicted to. So I hope everybody's well. Tonight we have an amazing show. We have an amazing guest. Chris Ballew is going to be joining us in just a few moments. We have a lot to talk about. But the biggest thing to talk about right now is spin-off shows. I mean, Boat Song of the Night now is on occasional Fridays. And you're probably going, what else am I going to do on Friday or other days of the week? And there's an amazing spin-off show that's happened. Our announcer down in Burbank, Chick Parm, has started his own show called Married to the Mic. And it's amazing. He interviews people and asks them kind of these questions. I'll let him tell you a little bit about it. I think Chick Parm's going to join us live from Burbank here. Let me see. I see it's going through. I see the signals reaching California. There it is. Chick Parm, ladies and gentlemen.
How you doing, D. Crane? What's up, buddy?
How are you doing, Chick?
That was an incredible rendition of Friday I'm in Love, brought to you by Pork Pie Hats.
Yeah, I forgot to say that at the top, but Pork Pie Hats did pay a little money. How are you doing?
Classic.
Is it hot down there in Burbank? It was hot in Seattle today.
It was about 98 degrees in Burbank. Fantastic weather. Took the top down, went for a drive, a little bit of ride, put my mask on. Wink, wink. How you doing? How you doing? Good times. Fantastic stuff.
Hey, so I know you're busy. You're preparing for an 8 o'clock show. What are you doing at 8 o'clock? Tell us about your new show, Married to the Mic.
Married to the Mic. Tonight we're riding the coattails of Boat Song of the Night. Thankfully, great time slot we got. 8 o'clock right after your show. It's called Married to the Mic. We do something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. We've got a great special guest tonight. Thos is our guest coming in, talking about some things, answering some questions. Good times, great times.
And Thos is from the Seattle band. What are they called?
Well, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to leave a tease on the bio there for Thos, but Thos is another one of our friends from the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
I just love driving up the I-5 corridor, checking in with some sloppy, dreary kids.
I know that you do, Chick, and this is episode 4 of Married to the Mic?
I believe we're up to episode 4. Yeah, Deb's telling me episode 4. Yep.
And so episode 4 is going to be on at 8 o'clock. People just need to click on Chick Parm and they'll be there.
8 o'clock, chick.parm, Instagram Live. Get there right away after you dance it up with Bruno. Come on by, check it out.
Well, so before I let you go,
yeah.
I had this idea. We have a special guest on tonight, Mr. Chris Ballew, who when I think this was 1995, maybe 1996. It was during the Sonics 1995-96 run.
That classic run.
He put together with the other presidents of the United States of America an amazing song entitled Supersonics. Do you remember this song?
I'm familiar. I'm a fan of the NBA. Like to get my hoop on. Hoping that this song will get the Sonics back in Seattle. Am I right? Deb, get Adam Silver on the line right now. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just enthusiastic.
So Supersonics was amazing. And I always was like, as a teenager, I was like, I would love to cover Supersonics. couldn't figure out the guitar chords back then. But now, as I've turned 41 years old, I know the guitar chords. But there's a problem with Supersonics. It has a guest announcer, Kevin Calabro, who plays a big role. I was wondering if you, perchance, tonight would take the Kevin Calabro vocal part in a split-screen duet, the first ever we've ever done.
It would be an honor. Kevin Calabro, good kid, good kid. Talked to that guy plenty of times down in Vegas at different conventions, broadcasters, mixing it up, mingling it up. He's the tops. He's the tops. I'm going to try my best, but I'd love to see what I can do.
I'm excited to see what you can do, and I hope that we don't crash the technology. If this happens, if it crashes, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just keep playing the song.
We'll try the best we can. I got Lasorda's cousin continuing to give me updates of the Dodgers score. I'm taping it.
So are you up for giving this a run through?
I would love to.
Okay.
I will follow.
If it's horrible, blame it on Kevin Calabro, because this is amazing.
Blame it on me, Kevin Calabro, sitting on my shoulder, giving me the hope, giving me the strength to succeed. He's an encouraging one.
Chick, channeling Kevin. First Instagram duet. I hope it works. There's got to be some time lag issues, but let's see how this goes. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So welcome to the game, ladies and gentlemen, shout the name. Seattle Supersonics are basketball bionic. And Gary Payton was on, bounced pass up the court to Sean, and the crowd sang along. Supersonics, oh yeah. Supersonics, not just a regular team. Go!
Nate McMillan with it. He's free over to Shemp. Into the corner, Gary wide open. He delivers. Yes! Gary Payton hits the three. Ay, caramba!
15 seconds to play. Chick Parm with the baseline J. Up court, fast break invaders. All the slam dunk terminators. Where fans can rattle the roof. Nothing but net, big smooth. All five guys in a groove. Supersonics, oh yeah, do, 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 do. Supersonics, not just a regular team. Chick!
Get up, Rain Man, and make him good. Golly, that kid is strong. Oh, it's getting weird in here. Oh, Alibaba, nobody do that voodoo that you do.
Supersonics, oh yeah. Supersonics, oh yeah. Oh, Supersonics, oh yeah. Supersonics.
Not just a regular team, your Seattle Supersonics.
Oh, Chick. That was one of them. Spiking the guitar pick.
Fantastic job, Dave. I could hear the Sonics driving back to the city again.
I think if anything brings them back, it will be this duet.
This song and the Kraken just gonna bring them back. Hot dog.
So, Chick, I'm going to let you go. I know you've got to comb your hair before the big show at 8.
Makeup.
Tune in to Chick Parm's show. It's like a 15-minute show. It's not the biggest.
Hair and makeup. It depends on the guest, but I let them riff. I let them do their thing. But yeah, it's a short interview show, trying to delve into the mind during these times of my guests. So it's good times. Come on by. We'd love to see you.
Chick, God bless you. You're a star, and thank you for joining the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Love and hugs to all the wonderful folks out there. Ta-ta for now. See you later.
Wow. So Instagram duets. I think it worked. Honestly, I heard a lot of myself playing the guitar and screaming, but I'm told that it was all right and that you could hear Chick as well. He's very Collaboro-esque, so kind of perfect. So quickly, let me tell you about tonight's guest, Mr. Chris Ballew. Like I said, there was a time in '95 or '96, maybe. I mean, it was definitely '95, but into '96 there, where I was seeing every President's show in the Northwest. That was all ages. And my sister, Debbie Crane, took me to one. It was a Pain in the Grass Mural Amphitheater one. And I believe actually that wasn't even the President's. That was Subset with Sir Mix-a-Lot. That was amazing with the Posies. I always saw him play with the Posies. They played at Mercer Arena with the Posies. Amazing show. And I remember, just to kind of go back to last week's guest, my mother, I remember coming into the kitchen with a disposable camera after the show, very excited to bring it and get these pictures developed from the show. My amazing picture of the Presidents. I was maybe 50 feet away from the stage, but with a disposable camera, it looked like I was 750 feet away from the stage. And so Chris Ballew was like that small, and I still pin those pictures onto my wall in my room. And then this is what I think is so amazing about Chris, is he inspired a teenage me, but everybody I know, like literally at work, at family gatherings, everywhere, their kids and their families are obsessed with Caspar Babypants. And so one man has inspired, like, I don't even think it's a Northwest thing at this point. I think it's at least United States. And I think with the president kind of, it's probably not cool nationally or internationally like the presidents of the United States of America right now, but it will rebound. I'm confident in a few months. And I mean, he's got a worldwide impact on generations. That's pretty amazing. I think other than, we've had some guests who've had worldwide impacts, but this might be our biggest impact yet. So I'm going to invite him to the program. We have some questions for him. He was going to play us a couple songs, I think some Caspar songs. I'm going to see if he's on. I see him. I'm going to try to add Chris. The picture, does it leave something to be desired? Maybe. I feel like it probably does. There he is. It's like a
hey, what's up? That's me. That looks just like me.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the hat. If you put the hat there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like me with a little bit of indigestion going on.
Yeah, I agree. And some of the, you've got better hands than that, I feel like.
Hands are hard, man. When I do my little signature, my little Caspar signature, I don't even include hands because it would take me hours to do each signature.
Hands, yeah, I think we've decided, I'm going to decide for myself. We have a lot of portraits you can see, very few of hands. I'm going to go back to no more hands. So.
No more hands. Or you could just do like the turkey hand, put your own hand. The Thanksgiving turkey hand.
If every guest was like small in the background, high-fiving, that's a thing.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I like.
Maybe I'll do my hat like Rick Nielsen tonight.
Yeah, a little Cheap Trick tribute. So where are you coming to us from? Is this a cabin? Is this just a cool room in your house? Is it a studio?
This is my studio, my little shack in the backyard where I've made all my Caspar albums and a whole bunch of other stuff. In fact, a lot of my Caspar albums are way back there. This is kind of my where I keep all the back stock of albums. So I've got walls full of albums out here. People are still buying CDs, believe it or not. So
yeah, well, there's something that like CDs do that records don't and MP3s don't. Like there's a time, whether it's a car ride or a something, that they're still necessary. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, I keep waiting for them to become completely obsolete, but no, I'm making fewer and fewer of them, but I'm still making them for sure. I don't want to exclude people that don't have like fancy computers. You know what I mean? Everybody's got to be included.
Exclusion is not cool.
No.
Yeah. Universal.
Mm-mm.
So
yeah, I gotta say that was a just like gut rendering, a guttural version of Supersonics. Fantastic. Took me back. Reminded me of the day we had Collaboro come into the studio to record his parts and hung out with him, which was awesome. That was a heady time. I just watched the Michael Jordan series, that whole documentary. Took me back. Love it. I have stories about that time galore. So
And that
casting our all-star ballots. I stood next to Michael Jordan for like 15 minutes one time.
wow.
Yeah,
And you guys have
crazy
season
shit.
tickets. I imagine you were at all the games at that era.
No season tickets, but the benefit of writing that song for the organization was I basically could like pick up the phone that afternoon and be like, get me 4 tickets for tonight's game and take all my friends. So there was about a 5-year period there where I was just like Mr. Tickets,
That's
which was killer.
the Mr. Tickets period.
Yeah, the old Mr. Tickets phase. Yeah.
Well, like that hit on so many levels for me as a teenager obsessed with the Sonics music, and like a lot of music was fairly unapproachable. I was really into Pearl Jam and other Seattle bands and stuff, but there's something about that you can't necessarily aim to recreate that sound. It doesn't go real well. And there was something when you guys came out that said like music is doable and it can be fun and it can be about the Sonics and still be just amazing. And so
I think, if correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm choking up. I think it's called punk rock.
yeah, I think so. There were no right answers, and you guys made your own path. So you blew my mind. I still have some bad. I don't have them here at this house, but I still have like bad Kodak camera pictures of you guys from very far away at the Mercer Arena. And I remember it vividly. I don't know if you remember this, but the Posies opened the show, and I swear they came out in bathrobes. Does that like? And just
Wow.
I just
Would this have been a Bumbershoot show, like the festival show, or?
I thought it was just a legitimate Mercer Arena President's show. It was around when the second
Oh.
album came out, I think. But
Yeah. We did. I think you're right. I think we did one there that was our show, and then we opened up, of course, Mercer Arena for Soundgarden. Their last 2 North American 2 nights in a row for Soundgarden, because the what was it, Rocket from the Crypt canceled because they couldn't do it, and so Soundgarden called and they're like, we need a band, and we're like, we're your band. So yeah, and that's those 2 shows at the Mercer Arena were storied in my life, because both of those nights my now wife Kate came to see Soundgarden and wanted to see us, wasn't necessarily a fan of us, but both nights her friend who she came with was late, and she only saw me go, good night, everybody, and run off the stage both nights. And now we're married. So
and you closed the deal.
close the deal. Yeah, I looked out. I was like, that girl's late again. I'm going to marry her.
And she's got the Kodak camera trying to snap a pic. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you guys have there's so many moments around your music. I also thought of like, and I'm not even going to mention the situation at Mount Rushmore a few weeks ago or months ago now. But you guys are like the ultimate moment of Mount Rushmore greatness to me. I still go back and watch that on YouTube. Like that to me was like the coolest performance ever, that MTV performance.
Well, thank you. We had to retrack 4 of the songs. We had to reperform 4 of the songs because it was so cold. And they had these hot air vents on the stage blowing hot air on us. And we have these 2- and 3-string instruments. And if they get hot and cold fast, they are out of tune like immediately. So we performed 4 songs in the set so out of tune that they were like, we got to do those again. So it was a struggle. You had to either stay on the hot air vent or be off the hot air vent, because if you went back and forth, our poor instruments,
This is
tune.
some serious behind the scenes. I don't even think Kennedy or the other MTV VJs have this access.
No, they don't. They don't. Kennedy, I like Kennedy. She was funny. She was great.
That was a pretty magical era for MTV, I feel like.
Oh yeah, I sometimes go back and watch old weird episodes of 120 Minutes on YouTube. So
yeah, that's
good times.
That's a good thing. I always put that on when I doze off on the couch. I'll just let it run.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, pretend it's like 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
which is when it ran. I think it was like midnight to 2 or something.
I think so. Yeah, or at least maybe it was 11 to 1 out here. I feel like I used to. I don't think I could have made it till 2 at that age. I don't know.
Okay, 11 to 1. We'll say 11 to 1.
I'm not trying to correct. We'll fact check our fact.
If anybody knows out there, go ahead and type in the answer and let us know.
So tonight we have some youngsters watching who are huge fans. Specifically, I know a lot of them. Well, I know 3 of them are huge. Crosby, Emma, and Brady all were nuts about hearing some fresh Caspar Babypants. Maybe something
Fresh.
Maybe something off Bug Out. Maybe something from 2020.
There's the new album, Bug Out, just came out in May. I was going to put it out right now. Actually, today would have been its release date if there'd been no pandemic. I would have put it out in mid-August, but it was sitting there and it was done. So I was like, all right, beginning of May, new record. So, yeah. All right, you want to hear a song?
Let's do it.
All right, I don't know. I didn't sound check this, so we'll see how it works. This is a song I made a video for, actually, for the new record. It's called Babies Driving a Car, which is entirely possible in my brain. Baby's driving a car. Baby's driving a car. Top down, zipping around like a shooting star. Baby's flying a jet. Baby's flying a jet. As high and fast as a baby in a jet can get. Baby's on a motorbike. Baby's on a motorbike. Past the speed of sound at the speed of light. One of these days this baby will slow down. One of these days this baby will chill out. But that day is not today. 'Cause right about now baby's driving a train. Baby's driving a train. Town to town in the sun and in the rain. Baby's driving a boat. A boat, you get it? Baby's driving a boat. Yeah, a boat. Zooming from port to port, man, the baby can float. Baby skating on skates. Baby skating on skates. Round and round in a giant figure eight. Here we go. One of these days this baby will slow down. One of these days this baby will chill out. But that day is not today. 'Cause right about now baby's driving a car. Baby's driving a car. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Tago.
That sounded great. I gotta say, actually, like, I think your guitar and the setup, the sound works perfectly.
Oh, good. I got the amplifier way over here across the room, so it's not too. I got string noise up here and amplifier over there. I kind of figured that might work.
It does sound very good. Well done. I'm dropping my notes. I do have some notes.
Notes. All right.
And
I love notes.
So what we've done with a lot of guests to get to know them, although I feel like we already kind of know you and we talked a little bit, is we've done this little game called Either Or, where I give you an either or. The only wrong answer is not choosing one. You can't have both.
Okay.
My mom was on last week. She did pretty well. She struggled a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but
okay.
So these are just random. You don't have to comment on them. You could, or you could just give your answer. It's up to you.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to start with no comments, and we'll just rapid fire them.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Soy sauce or wasabi?
Wasabi.
Jean jackets or leather jackets?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I say jether?
I'm looking at the judges and they say no.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I want to say jean. Jean was my first impulse, but then I caught myself. So jean.
Maybe with a leather patch on the back.
There you go.
Painting or drawing?
Drawing.
Nice. Guitar or ukulele?
Ooh. I'm gonna go ukulele.
Okay.
Just as a general, like, lifelong arc choice. Like, I want to be the guy with the ukulele more than I want to be the guy with the guitar.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Does that change from time to time? Like, I mean, are there months where you're like, no?
Well, yeah. Actually, right now, I'm really not. I'm kind of taking a big break from music. I'm not performing, and I'm not really doing anything. But all I have is a little piano, a guitar, and a ukulele. And so I go for the ukulele more often, but then when I pick up the guitar, I'm like, oh yeah, there it is, you know. So I need both. It's like the light, the dark, the light, the dark, the up, the low, you know, the loud, the quiet. You got to have both.
And most of these questions are like that, but the next one is a Northwest one. It's got a Northwest tint to it. Taco Bell or Taco Time?
Oh, time. Taco time, 1,000 times time. Those deep fried crispy bean burritos, I lived on those when I was a teenager, man.
Solid. And Northwest, I liked it. Gary Payton or Sean Kemp?
Peyton. Got to go Peyton. Kemp's ankles were too little. I sat courtside once and I was so afraid that his ankles were just going to shatter. It made me nervous. Peyton never made me nervous.
He's solid.
Mm-hmm.
Is he? Did you ever see him? Is he mean or is he just a good trash talker? Do you have a sense?
As a person, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've said a couple words. I've said a couple words to him at one of those rallies where it was like bring the Sonics back in 10 years ago or whatever. But no, I don't know. I don't know. I think he's probably a gentle giant.
Yeah. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to cross him on the court and talk trash, but in life.
No, that's true. Jordan didn't think much of him. I mean, didn't think he was that much of a
in the
deterrent.
Last Dance when he laughs at him, that's pretty.
The glove.
Yeah. That was the highlight of that for sure.
Now, I would not want to go up against the glove. He would crush me. So
yeah.
I respect Gary. I respect you. I know he's watching.
I think he's been following our show quite a bit. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of going to. I've seen you guys play on a couple TV shows over the years. The Presidents. You played with a lot of guest stars, but I saw two performances that caught my eye. You played. So this is an either or. Max Weinberg or the Captain and Tennille.
The Captain. Okay. Jenny McCarthy show, the Captain. That was magical. Max was great, but in rehearsal he nailed the song, and then during the performance he played through the breaks. He stopped when there was no break, and I was just the whole time I was like, "What's Max gonna do next?" And it wasn't live really. We could have retaped it, but we were kind of punk rock, of course, at the time. We're like, it is what it is. Yeah. Let's just go have some drinks.
I think that energy comes across. That's good energy.
Yeah. So but that hanging out with the Captain, it was the same song actually.
Yeah, it was Volcano, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
there was another performance you guys did with on the original Letterman one where Paul Schaefer and the orchestra jumps in. I mean, that was my idea. They used to do that all the time, when I was watching, when I was in college. And some people were like, "Why don't they shut up? Why don't they stop?" And I was like, "No, it's cool, man. It's the version is unique. It's different, And so I was like, "Paul, I think you should jump in and during the solo part, everybody should play." And he loved it, and we worked it out, and it was great. There was like 3 guitar players. Amazing. And
just during the middle, just during the bridge. Yeah.
That was really cool. Okay, I'm looking at the judges. You have gotten them all correct. There was an issue with the jean jacket one, but you fixed that. I got a couple more. It's going Beatles. I know you're a Beatles fan, huge Beatles fan.
Yeah.
So I got 2 back-to-back Beatles questions.
Okay.
Paul or John?
Oof. That's a big one, man. Because the 2 of them made one human being, basically. They were like Wonder Twin powers activate. It's kind of like light or dark, day or night.
Yeah.
You can have. Oh, wow. This is going to take a while. Everybody settle in because I got some
work through some stuff.
Okay. I got to say Paul. Okay. Because Paul was very conscious of the audience. He was conscious of entertaining the audience. He had a relationship with the audience. John was more of a relationship with himself and getting inside his own stuff and then projecting that out, and because that's all he could do. And that's not a bad or worse or bad thing, not better or worse. Yeah. But Paul had this like consummate entertainer aspect to his creativity, and I have that too. So I got to say, Paul.
Ding, ding, ding! I'm hearing correct from our judges, which leads us to the second of 2 Beatles questions: White Album or Revolver?
Oh, Revolver, hands down. I mean, Tomorrow Never Knows alone would be a reason to pick that over. I'd pick Tomorrow Never Knows over the White Album. Wow.
I don't know if Instagram's going to let us keep this up that you said that, but we'll see. That's a solid answer. Okay, a presidential question: Electoral College or the popular vote?
Popular vote, obviously. Yes, please. Dang it all. Come on.
Solid. I've got two more. One has to do with Caspar Babypants. You're thinking about, you got two shows offered to you on the same date. One is at an ice cream shop, or I'm thinking the other one is at a library. Which one do you choose?
Library, for sure, because I don't eat sugar. So ice cream, I don't eat sugar or dairy, so ice cream has nothing, there's nothing in ice cream for me. Library's got books. I don't eat books, but I do read them.
But you're a fan. Damn, that's a solid answer. Which leads us to the last one, because I went with several boat members to an amazing performance on that last Sonics tour, where I think like Jerry was still playing with them. It was the original lineup at the Paramount, and you end up on the stage performing. So this question is, the Seattle Supersonics or the Sonics?
Oh, well, since the Supersonics don't exist, I would have to say the Sonics.
Okay.
Especially because they made me an honorary Sonic, so I felt like I was part of the band there for a minute, and wow, what an honor! I was never part of the Supersonics, so I gotta pick the Sonics.
That's very. Yeah, I mean, you kind of were in both. If you zoom out several layers.
Right.
I mean, I feel like you were. Here's my notes. I have some serious notes here. So I was gonna see if you'd play us another song in a moment, but I did want to talk about.
I see a lot of comments. I see comments coming up like the kids have got to go to bed. One more song. One more song.
What do you got for the kids?
Well, I'm gonna do another song off Bug Out because it's fresh and plus it's easy, and I have not rehearsed very much because I'm not doing shows. It's called Hidin and Seekin, and it's about hiding and seeking, and it goes like this. I'm going to have worms looking for you in the garden, and I'm going to have fish looking for you in the rivers, and I'm going to have goats looking for you in the mountains, but I'm still counting and you're still hiding, and I'm not peeking. Hiding and seeking. And I'm gonna have seagulls looking for you at the seaside, and I'm gonna have bears looking for you in the forest, and I'm gonna have owls looking for you in the meadow, but I'm still counting and you're still hiding, and I'm not peeking. Hiding and seeking. All right, what time is it? Solo time. Woo! All right, take it down. And I'm gonna have pigs looking for you in the mud, and I'm gonna have ducks looking for you at the pond, and I'm gonna have monkeys looking for you in the jungle, but I'm still counting and you're still hiding, and I'm not peeking. Hiding and seeking. I'm hiding and seeking. Hiding and seeking. Hiding and seeking. Woo, wait a minute. There's the right note. I had a horn here.
There's just a.
Here, let me watch. I can sing. I can sing this note. Ready? I can go a little lower. Kind of sounds like a boat.
Freeze a little bit.
Uh-oh. We went up.
I wonder. I honestly.
Okay, you're back.
The tone was so low it messed up the frequency.
Maybe. Yeah, right. Let's try it again. Here we go. No, I think it's okay.
No, this would be crappy Wi-Fi in Tacoma. Well,
right.
This is amazing that you did this tonight. I have a couple. I was wondering about your painting. Are you painting? Are you drawing? How are these prints happening that you're making regularly? And
oh yeah. Well, I make them on an iPad with software and a pen. So it's a lot of, I come from back in the 80s and 90s, I was all over the Kinkos. I was at the Kinkos cutting things up and enlarging and reducing, and Xerox art, poster art, that kind of stuff. This is basically the same thing, but it's a little more refined because I get to use the tools in there, and it's like having a Kinko's in the palm of my hand, basically.
It's pretty cool. And
yeah,
are you doing one every day? I might have.
Well, what I did is I put up a quote unquote show of.
Are you doing like one a day, one a week?
I'm going to put it over here. Is that better?
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Is that better reception?
I think it's better reception, and we get to see your cool guitars, so it's kind of a win for everybody.
This is a guitar Mark Sandman gave me. First 2-string.
Wow.
That I ever used. Hold on, let me get rid of this thing. Whoa. Yeah, here's the. We'll do a little guitar tour.
Yeah.
That's the guitar that I bought to play the in Loser live with Beck. That one has no story. It's just a guitar. That's the guitar, the first 2-string that Mark Sandman from Morphine gave me. That's my 2-string bass. Actually, and this is the 2-string that I used on the debut record. I bought it for $75 and sold 5 million records with it, so it was a pretty good deal.
It all worked out.
And this is the guitar I grew up playing. I got it when I was like 12 and learned how to play guitar on. So I've kind of honed my collection down to just the essentials. But the drawing stuff I'm doing is like black and white graphic stuff. It's kind of based on little internal dialogues I have with my own ego and my little silly characters in my brain. And all the proceeds from those sales go to like 5 different nonprofits that are concerned with parent education, early childhood development, homelessness prevention, those kind of things. So it's all getting funneled into the good fight.
Yeah, people have to check it out and get some stuff. It's super cool, and I just thank you for your time, Chris, as someone who took several pictures of you from maybe 75 feet from the stage on a camera to now, and you sang on our album like just kind of one of the most amazing. It almost sounded like Superhuman, the background vocal part. It's like the way you combine layers of your voice. Much respect for that.
Thank you. I love making background vocals. I use my little keyboard here to do it. I'll be like, okay, what's the first note? What's the second note? What's the third note? Put it all together? Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened on Zombie State of Mind.
Yeah.
Like multiple layers. And I went back after that and listened to different President stuff, and there's just a lot of really cool vocal layers on all that stuff too that I maybe didn't realize as a youngster.
I'm a child of the Beatles, so they got jiggy with those layered vocals, especially later on, like Because and that kind of stuff. It's like that's like 3 different parts tripled, so it's 9 voices. That's just like, ooh, love it.
Pretty amazing. And that has no instruments, right? That's just all vocals. Because
it has a couple little tweedly-dees going on, back there. But it reads to the brain as all vocals for sure.
And I'm just so thankful you did this. Thank you for taking the time and for inspiring me and everybody's kids that I know and their families.
We didn't even get to my top 5, but that's the next time.
There's an intro for your top 5. Hold on, I'm gonna play. Because you're in a tiny jukebox. Let me run over to my lab over here. 1 sec.
Okay.
Again, top something sponsored by.
Oh boy.
Christ.
I think I cut out there. Did I cut out and freeze?
I think it's me. My studio sometimes doesn't get the best reception. I'm gonna go out in the yard here.
Well, did you hear the intro?
No, I didn't.
Let me play it one more time. It's worth it. I'm gonna slowly move.
Okay, go ahead.
It's that time again. Top 5 somethings with Chris Ballew. Sponsored by Del Monte Peaches. Millions of peaches at affordable prices.
Good stuff. Chick Parm from Burbank. He does it well.
Yeah. Wait, who is he sound? It's oh, what is it? Greg Stink and who's the other guy? Remember the Saturday Night Live skit with Will Forte as Greg Stink, the ladies wrestling. He sounds just like Jason Sudeikis. He's like doing Sudeikis' character on the ladies pro-am stuff. Yeah, I got it.
Solid.
All right, here's my top 5 list.
Okay, top 5. This is your jukebox list?
Yeah, these are like 5 songs that I'm really into right now.
Yes, we're listening.
First one's kind of hard to pronounce, and maybe it's blurry. It's a group called Tenariuan, and it's like Afro blues groove, so solid. Then we got LCD Sound System, from the live album from Madison Square Garden, their quote unquote last show. Although I thankfully got to see them after they got back together. Oh man, that song's like 12 minutes long. And during this pandemic time, sometimes what I do to keep my nervous system intact is I have a dance party. And when I put that song on, it is like solid dance party. What's that one? It's backwards. Oh, Cross-Eyed and Painless, Talking Heads. It's an oldie but a goldie. Another dance party number. I'm really into classical music. I grew up listening to it. I'm currently into this Hidin. What is it? It's a concerto for violin and harpsichord, and it is gorgeous. I like Haydn, I like Vivaldi, I like Mendelssohn. Not much of a Beethoven fan. He's a little flowery for my taste. And very last, when I do my morning meditation breathing thing, I listen to this amazing piece of music by a guy named John Hassel, who used to work with Brian Eno. It's called Last Night the Moon Came, from the album Last Night the Moon Came, Dropping Its Clothes in the Street, and it's a very mellow tune, a mellow kind of pulsing thing that I do my morning Qigong routine to. So there you go, everything from Afro blues to electronica to classical to ambient.
Very solid list. Maybe the most solid yet.
Why, thank you. It's not that solid. It's just a piece of paper, but you know.
Fair enough. It does. It's a solid list, sir. And if you wouldn't mind, if you could share it with us, we'll put it up for people to check out, because sometimes people have heard 1 or 2, and it blows their mind. I learned about some jazz earlier in the show a few months back from some folks. So
cool. I would be happy to. How do you want me to do that? How do I do that? Put it in there.
You could send it in a message on the Instagram, and then I can put it in a story thing.
Okay, sounds good, man.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Sure thing.
I'm
gigantic.
And just thank you again.
No problem. Have a great night, and I'm going to go back and watch the last episode of The Umbrella Academy. I can't wait. New season.
I'm hearing good things about it from my mother-in-law. So she actually has a very solid taste. So.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, that was fun. Thanks a lot.
You're awesome. Thank you.
You bet. Bye.
Wow. So, Chris Ballew, who knew we could learn that much about Chris Ballew, and all the information would be amazing and pretty. He's classical music. I don't even know what to say. Chris, thank you for being on the show. Thank you for being on a record, and thank you for inspiring us and our nieces and nephews and kids, and just everybody creatively. If you haven't checked out Chris's artwork, you can on the Instagram and order some. I know I have some bare walls, and I'm guessing you do too. So, and I know, I don't see Corey and Keith saying anything about bare walls. I feel like that's a joke. It's ripe for a joke, maybe. So we're going to close it out with a classic dance party with Bruno the Cat. And if you need to know one thing about Bruno is he hurt his leg a week back. He's fine now, and he's been enjoying indoor and outdoors every day. He's in a good place tonight. He's pretty psyched for this. You couldn't clearly tell, but he's going to get down. We're going to play the MC5, Kick Out the Jams, for Bruno, for Chris Ballew, for everybody. We hope you're all well. Have a wonderful week. Maybe we'll see you again next week in a couple weeks.
He was passed out asleep.
Yeah, he was unconscious, full disclosure. But much love to everybody.
The show must go on. We'll
see you soon. The show must go on. Thanks to Jenny and Johnny. And just thanks to everybody for being a part of this. Have a great evening. Here we go. Check out Chick Parm. You have time just to get a little bit of Parmesan cheese and join him at 8 o'clock for Married to the Mic on chick.parm.instagram.web. Much love, everybody. Be well.